at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get this into your mind. We have to become people of character. We have to become people of character. Anyone that's great, anyone that has gotten to heights and seen success in any area of their life, there's a level of excellence inside of them. There's a level of character building that happens inside of them. And that's the process that we all have to continue to go through in order to design our ideal life, right? To design the life that we want, we have to become people of integrity. We have to become people of high character. We have to seek out those types of relationships. We have to seek out relationships with people that are of high integrity or of high character, right? Talked about Miles Monroe, and they were just talking about ethics and integrity, and integrity, right? How you choose to live your life, the set of standards, the set of values that you choose to live your life, the integrity. Do your words line up with your actions? That's what integrity is. Do you do what you say you're going to do? Even when no one's watching, even when no one potentially will see it. That was the example of Michelangelo, painting on something that people won't even see. They won't even see that part of it. But inside of him, his excellence internally says, I'm gonna make this look perfect, even if no one's gonna see it. Because that's his level of integrity with himself. So where's your level of integrity with yourself? Do you do what you say you're gonna do? Do you keep your promises? This is how we now get to that place of now holding ourselves in high regard, building confidence in ourselves. The world class is character conscious, right? So what does this mean? It means we're conscious, we're aware of what it means to have good character, or to be around people of integrity, or to be a person of integrity yourself, or to be a person of ethics and values yourself. But you have to be conscious of these things. You have to be conscious of it. So here's what it says in the text. It says, world-class performers, almost by definition, have rock-solid character. These people are self-reliant and strong, and often have belief systems that reflect their superior self-confidence. Champions take the high road and are known to do what they say they will do. If champions are your friends, you can count on them to show up when things get tough. They won't shy away from or be afraid of adversity. They make deals with other champions on a handshake and view it as a binding contract. Their worldview is that life is what you make it, and the rest is how you take it. Character is what helps world-class performers get through the tough times and what governs their mighty ambitions. Champions will push only to the limits their character will allow. When their ambitions and drives begin to adversely affect other people, champions pull back. Character is what separates ambitious champions from ambitious criminals. It's a small distinction that makes all the difference in the world. It's character. If you're ambitious and you don't have the character and you don't have the integrity, you don't have the values, you'll be an ambitious criminal, right? You'll scam. You'll get away from, you'll get over on people because of the character aspect. You're still ambitious. You're still ambitious. You just don't have the character part in place. So that's what we got to work on. We got to work on the character part. John Wooden here in this quote says, be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. So this is about your character, being conscious of the integrity, the things that you have. There's a couple things that I dove into when we talk about character, because sometimes we don't always understand or know kind of what character is or what this means in our lives. There's a couple different ways to break down character. There's moral character. That's what most of us know as character. It's moral character. It's what kind of qualities come into moral character. Trustworthiness. How trustworthy are you? How much can people trust you? How much can people leave you in a room with all of their valuables and their belongings and the things they love, and know that you're going to be good and take care of those things just like if it was them? Where's, again, your trustworthiness? How much do people actually trust you? How much do you trust yourself? How much are you around people that are trustworthy? That's moral. That's an aspect of moral character. That's a quality in your moral character, your trustworthiness. What about your respect levels? What about your respect? Do you respect yourself? Do you have respect for others? Do you have respect for other people's time? This was a big one for me in business. I had to learn that people don't respect other people's time, typically because they don't respect their own time. So when people show up late to meetings, or they show up, 15 minutes, 20 minutes late, and as if nothing happened. Oh, I was kind of in the middle of my day, and that's just what happened. Well, where's the respect there? Where's the respect for the other person? When you walk around on day to day, do you hold doors open? Right? Just little things of moral character without anyone knowing, without anyone watching, without anyone applauding you, without anyone patting you on the back. Are you still going to do the right things every day when no one's watching? What about fairness? Are you being fair? Are you being caring? These are moral qualities that fall under our character. So we have to build these things, ladies and gentlemen. We got to build our character. Your character is not just built, or it doesn't just come to you, it gets built. Normally, it gets built through the hard things. What do we talk about all the time on these calls? You can't shy away from adversity. Adversity gets you to the life that you want. The things that you struggle with in life, the things that you go through, the seasons of life that take you from highs to lows, that's what builds your character. If you just went through all good things in life, you would not be prepared to handle any of the bad things. So your character is built in the adverse times, in the down times, in the times that are tough in your life. The question is, how aware are you of what is getting built? Is bitterness getting built? Is anger getting built? Is resentment getting built? Is distrust getting built? Are we now shying away from people? Oh, I don't trust people. Oh, I've had my heart broken. Oh, people scam. People that, like, what character are we building within ourselves? This is how we get to the life that we want to design, ladies and gentlemen. It's by having rock solid character, having some morals and some values that you stand on. And this is just the moral character part. But that's something to pay attention to. Where's your level of, again, ethics, right? In your morals. There's also something called performance character. Performance character is really more about how you perform and your character in business. If some of you are building a business or you're stepping into that entrepreneur world, where's your self-discipline? Where's your self-discipline? Where's your schedule? Where's your, right? Again, waking up in the right habits, in the right mindset. Where's your self-discipline? Where's your perseverance? Where's your diligence? Do you only call 4 people, and when, right, no one picks up, you're like, oh, forget this, I'm not doing this? How often are we continuing to build our character as business people, as professionals, as people that are going after our goals and dreams? How often are you building that character? Your organization, most importantly, your confidence. Confidence is a performance characteristic, right? It's a part of your character of performance. Confidence, raising your self-confidence, raising your confidence in yourself. You know how you've heard me say this before. You know how you build self-confidence? Keeping small promises you make to yourself. That's how you build self-confidence. You keep small promises that you make to yourself. You have integrity with yourself. You say you're going to wake up at 7 a.m., you wake up at 7 a.m. You say you're going to eat a certain way, you eat a certain way. You say you're going to go to the gym for 2 hours, you go to the gym for 2 hours. You say you're going to read to your kids at night, you read to your kids at night. That builds confidence in you because now your thoughts, your habits are in line with your actions. So where's your character in your performance? We probably need to grow a little bit in our self-discipline. We might need to grow a little bit in our confidence. Well, that's great, but let's focus on these things. What about your intellectual character? What about how something we've talked about? I think I just talked about it on Monday, being a critical thinker. Being a critical thinker. Do we understand that what our character is built on, if we understand how to think, how to dive in and how to learn and how to unlearn and relearn, how to be open-minded on some things. the intellectual part of our character. What about civic character? Civic character is more along the lines of being a good citizen, of being great in leadership, of teamwork, creating positive changes in your community. Where's your civic character? What do you do for the people around you, for the community around you, for the people that you serve, for the people that you love? So these are all areas, ladies and gentlemen, these are all areas that we have to be conscious of when it comes to our character. The masses, middle class, average people, they typically are not overly conscious of the character being built inside of them, of their integrity, of the people that are around them and their character. But you have to be character conscious. You have to choose your friends, choose your business partners around their character. You have to demonstrate in your life a character that attracts people to you, that causes people to want to be around you. Again, we're talking about getting world class, designing the life that we want, designing the life you never have to take a break from. And again, first couple sentences on here, it says world-class performers almost by definition have rock solid character. If you're world-class, you have rock solid character. It says these people are self-reliant and strong, have a belief system that reflect their superior self-confidence. Where's your belief system? Do you need to raise your belief system? Do you need to improve that belief system in your self-confidence, in your self-reliance, in your strength? If so, this is the practice, ladies and gentlemen. None of this stuff is going to be easy. None of this stuff is just the easy road. Remember, if it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would be successful. If it was easy, everyone would be financially free. If it was easy, everyone would have great relationships and have the best family life and have the greatest. If it was easy, everybody would do it. This isn't the easy stuff, but this is the stuff that's worth it. This is the stuff that actually does change your life and takes your life to where you want to go. Success leaves clues. And these are the things that successful people have done over and over and over again. These are the things to pay attention to. While the world wants you distracted, the world wants you looking at news and thinking about all types of stuff that has nothing to do with your character, has nothing to do with your self-reliance, has nothing to do with your trustworthiness or your integrity or your ethics, right? It doesn't, none of the stuff that the world has you looking at has anything to do with that. But yet this is the stuff that's worth it. This is the stuff that will change your life. Remember, in order to get to a place that you haven't been, you have to become a different person. Life is about becoming. So who are we becoming? Is your character getting stronger? Is your character getting built? Are you growing in that area? Or is there something that's lacking on that side? Is there something that's lacking over there? Ross, I see your hand. I think you can go ahead and unmute.
I just wanted to say hello. Glad to be here. Your words of wisdom, they're beautiful.
Ross, I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you jumping on. I appreciate you taking the time. We always say this, these calls are not for everyone. These calls are not for everyone. These calls are for a specific group of people. And these are people like you, Ross, obviously, that care about taking your life to the next
Like you,
level.
Chris. Like you.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
like
it.
Irene too. Irene, that's a beautiful smile.
That's right. That's I know it says Irene. That's Diane, but it's
Oh, Diane.
it's all good.
Imposter.
It's all good. But I appreciate again you, Ross. I appreciate everyone that continues to jump on, because again, these are messages that we need to hear to take our lives to the next level. It's oftentimes that the masses, the people that we're around, they're not giving us this information. They're not sharing the secrets to success, right? The little small things that we should be focused on. So I appreciate you taking in the words, and that's for everybody. Now we have to just go apply them. That's the key, right? That's the hardest part of this whole deal, is actually doing what we know. A lot of us know a lot of this stuff. We know it. Consciously, you understand, like, I should be a person of good character. I should have integrity, right? Like, I should be honest. I should be, responsible. I should help people. Like, we know these things, but how come we don't do them? That's really the question. How come we don't do them? How come we don't do what we know? And that's really what these calls are going to get us all to, is doing what you know. The more you hear something, the more it's repeated for you. And then you actively try, you actively apply it, the better you get. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you jump on, you take that 30 minutes here, you calibrate your brain, you say, okay, this is something I should pay attention to. Today, as you move through your day, be more conscious of your character, of people's character, of what that means, of how are you operating out of integrity? Are you operating out of honesty? Do people want to be around you because of the person you are? Like, be conscious of that today. And then start doing some things to change that. If you know, hey, I need to improve some of these areas. There's some areas in my integrity or in my ethics that I probably need to solidify some things. Okay, well, take today to start. Start the process. Start the process of building your character to the man or woman that you want to be. That's why the vision of who you want to be in your life is the most important, because then you can shape your life to create that vision. If you want to be super successful and wealthy and world class in all the areas, well, again, it says here, by definition, you're going to have some rock solid character, which means you're going to have to go through some stuff that's going to build your character, which means you have to be conscious of your character. That's all. I just want you to be conscious. All this stuff is awareness. I'm not with you all day long, 24/7, right? You're with yourself all day long. But if we can be conscious of some of these things to pay attention to, if we can be aware of what's happening in our character, if we can be aware of what's happening in our performance character, right? In our self-discipline, in our confidence, if we can be aware of what's happening in our moral character, in our morals, we have a better chance of then course correcting, of changing things, of saying, you know what, that's not how I want to operate, because that's not getting me to the man or woman that I'm called to be. It's not getting me to the ideal vision of the life that I want. Character conscious. That's really what this is about. The action step for today says, make a commitment to always do what you say you will do, no matter what it takes. Put your commitment in writing. This philosophy separates you from 95% of the population and will enhance all of your relationships. Make a commitment to always do what you say you will do. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the work for you today. Make a commitment to do the things that you say you're going to do. And if you do that, right? And if you practice that, and if you continue to practice that over and over again, no matter what it takes, right? It's going to change your character. People are going to respect you more. People are going to want to be around you. When those of you building a business and an entrepreneurship, you ever heard the saying, your word is your bond, right? Word is your bond. That's it. It's all you got. It's all you have is your word. It's the commitments, the things you tell people. When I tell someone I'm showing up somewhere, I'm going to be there. When I say something's on my calendar, it's on my calendar. I don't forget it. That's not the way I operate. That's not my character. My character is one of consistency. One of my values is consistency. I'm going to continue to show up. It's why we do these morning mindset calls. Some of you are just jumping on like, Ross, it's your first time, right? Been doing this since the pandemic. Been doing this since 2020. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're doing it for 6 days, 6 days out of the week back in the pandemic. Then I stopped for about a month. Then we picked back up on just Wednesdays and Fridays. And ever since 2020, we've been rocking and rolling every Wednesday and Friday morning. It's consistency. It's just showing up every single Wednesday and Friday, just showing up. That's a pillar. That's morals. That's integrity I have with myself. Or else I don't know what's happening up there, Ross. But either way, for all of you that are here, I just want to, again, send that message home with you. Send that message home with you that you got to be conscious of character, conscious of character. It starts with all of us. Guys. So either way, we're going to wrap up for today. Something always happening over here. Got to love it. Got to love the times. Listen, it's time to get to the top of this thing, guys. Too crowded down here at the bottom. So let's get to the top of this thing. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve it. Your families deserve it. Take care, y'all. Talk soon.